Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, including news of some significant market wobbles. The European Central Bank will ease monetary policy further if the euro keeps strengthening, President Mario Draghi said yesterday in Washington, as world finance chiefs ramped up pressure on Europe to ward off deflation. In the clearest signal yet, the ECB was preparing to launch a stimulative asset purchase program. Draghi said the euro's exchange rate had become increasingly important to policy and would act as a trigger. In the background to these meetings are dangerous sparks growing in eastern Ukraine. US Treasury 10-year benchmark bond yields continued their fall at the end of last week and are now at 2.63%. This will continue to put downward pressure on our longer-term wholesale rates, despite the continuing upward pressure on the short-term rates from the next impending OCR increase, which should come next week. The 90-day bank bill rate is now at 3.22%, up 20 basis points from where it was at the last OCR hike. The unification of the US and Brent benchmark oil prices is getting closer, with prices adjusting faster for the Brent price than the West Texas Intermediate price. There is now less than $4 a barrel between them. Gold was off slightly at the end of last week's trading and starts today at $1,318 an ounce. Equity markets were down about 1% at the end of last week and will open nervously today. This week we get two data releases that will have wide interest. On Wednesday, New Zealand consumer price inflation for March is expected to be at 1.7% for the year, 0.5% for the quarter, and it won't be such a worry for the RBNZ policymakers. On Wednesday, we also get the next Fonterra dairy price auction, which is coming on the back of some quite weak market signals. Currency markets are starting to take more notice. 2014-15 payout expectations are probably going to have to be adjusted lower. We start this week with the New Zealand dollar just under 86.9 US cents, 92.6 Aussie cents, and the TWI is still at 80.5. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.